Hello children, welcome back to online class of mathematics. This video is for class 2, topic revision of page number 19 to 21 in your maths book. And I am your maths teacher Alka Sharma. Now children, this is revision test 5. So, do this test in your maths notebook. Two questions are here. First, subtract and second, story sums. Look at the first question. Subtract. Few sums are given here. You have to subtract. A. 68 minus 39. B. 45 minus 18. C. 60 minus 42. D. 83 minus 54. E. 56 minus 29. F. 77 minus 59. G. 57 minus 39. H. 90 minus 45. And second question is story sums. Look at the first part of this story sum. A class has 50 children. A class has 50 children. On a rainy day, only 36 of them came to school. On a rainy day, only 36 of them came to school. How many children did not come? How many children did not come? B. A large box of crayons has 64 crayons. A large box of crayons has 64 crayons. A smaller box has 28 crayons less. A smaller box has 28 crayons less. How many crayons does the smaller box have? How many crayons does the smaller box have? Now children, let's solve question number 1. Subtract. Look at the first part. Children, as we know that in subtraction, first we subtract the ones, then we subtract the tens. So here you have to subtract 39 from 68. So start subtracting the ones. Here you cannot subtract 9 from 8 because 9 is greater than 8. So we borrow 1 from tens. The number in tens is 6. So 6 becomes 5 and the 8 becomes 18. Now 18 minus 9 equals to 9. Write 9 under 1's column Now look at the tens column. 5 is left there. 5 minus 3 is 2. Write 2 under tens column. So children, 68 minus 39 equals to 29. So 29 will be your answer. Now next part B. You have to subtract 18 from 45. Children, start subtracting the ones. Here you cannot subtract 8 from 5 because 8 is greater than 5. So we borrow 1 from tens. In tens place the number is 4. So 4 becomes 3 and the 5 becomes 15. Now 15 minus 8 is 7. Write 7 under ones column. Now look at the tens column. 3 is left there. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So write 2 under tens column. So children, 45 minus 18 is equal to 27. So 27 will be your answer. Next part C. 60 minus 42. In ones place, children, you cannot subtract 2 from 0, so you will borrow. 6 becomes 5 and 0 becomes 10. Now 10 minus 8 is equal to 8. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Now 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Write 1 in ones place, ones column. So children, 60 minus 42 is 18. So 18 will be your answer. Now next part D. 83 minus 54. So start subtracting the ones. Here, children, you cannot subtract 4 from 3 because 4 is greater than 3. So we borrow 1 from tens. The number in tens is 8. So 8 becomes 7 and the 3 becomes 13. Now 13 minus 4 is 9. Write 9 under ones column. Now look at the tens column. 7 is left there. So 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Write 2 under tens column. So children, 83 minus 54 is equal to 29. Will be your answer. Next part E. 56 minus 29. Children, in ones place 6 minus 9 is there. You cannot subtract 9 from 6. So you will borrow from tens. So 5 become 4 and 6 becomes 16. 16 minus 9 is equal to 7 and 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So 56 minus 29 is equal to 27. So your answer is 27. Next part F. 77 minus 59. So start subtracting the ones. Here you cannot subtract 9 from 7 because 9 is greater than 7. So we borrow 1 from tens. The number in tens is 7. So 7 becomes 6 and the 7 which is in ones place becomes 17. Now 17 minus 9 is 8. Write 8 under ones column. Now look at the tens column. 6 is left there. So 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Write 1 under tens column. So children, 77 minus 59 equal to 18. Now next part G. 57 minus 39. Children, you cannot subtract 9 from 7. So you will borrow from tens. You will borrow 1 from tens. In tens 5 becomes 4 and in ones 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 9 equals to 8. Write 8 in tens column and write 8 in ones column. And now look at the tens column. 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Write 1 in tens column. So 57 minus 39 is equal to 18. So your answer is 18. Now next part H. 90 minus 45. Children, start subtracting from ones. Here you cannot subtract 5 from 0 because 5 is greater than 0. So we borrow 1 from tens. The number in tens is 9. So 9 becomes 8 and the 0 becomes 10. Now 10 minus 5 is 5. Write 5 under ones column. Now look at the tens column. 8 is left there. So 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. Write 4 under tens column. So children, 90 minus 45 is equal to 45. Second question is story sums. To solve story sums, first we read this story. What information does it give? So here a class has 50 children. On a rainy day, only 36 of them came to school. How many children did not come? And now we have to find out what information does it give. Here we have to find how many children did not come. So we will subtract here. 50 minus 36. So children, first we subtract 36 from 50 to find out the answer. We always subtract the ones first and then the tens. In ones, 0 is there. So children, we cannot subtract 6 from 0. So we will borrow 1 from the tens. Here in tens place 5 number is there. 5 becomes 4 and in ones 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Write 4 in ones column and then subtract the tens column. 4 minus 3 equals to 1. So 50 minus 36 is equal to 14. So children, 14 children did not come that day. 14 children. Now children, let's solve second part of story sums. D. A large box of crayons has 64 crayons. A smaller box has 28 crayons less. How many crayons does the smaller box have? Children, here we have to find out how many crayons does the smaller box have. So we subtract here. Subtract 28 minus 64. 28 from 64. So start subtracting the ones. Here you cannot subtract 8 from 4 because 8 is greater than 4. So we borrow 1 from tens. The number in tens is 6. So 6 becomes 5 and the 4 becomes 14. Now 14 minus 8 is 6. Write 6 under ones column. Now look at the tens column. 5 is left there. So 5 minus 2 equals to 3. Write 3 under tens column. So children, 64 minus 28 equal to 36. So how many crayons does the smaller box have? The smaller box has 36 crayons. Answer is 36 crayons. Now children, your homework is practice page 22 for revision test. Thank you.